I think one of the things that sets Premier apart from other builders is the fact that they're a franchise, so there's checks and balances in place, there's standards and corporate standards when it comes to how they conduct business and having a reputation that's nationwide. That actually played a big part for me in choosing Premier. It was important to us that with so many pool builders that there was someone who was in the community, and Jeff had a stake here. Premier Pools made a home here. They have a building, they have trucks, they have places we can see, they've invested here. They're not gonna just up and leave in the middle of projects like so many horror stories we've heard about. So that was important to us.
When we came to Premier, we had a lot of ideas of things we wanted for a pool. And we had a huge empty canvas. We wanted to redo everything, and we really had no idea how to put all of those things. And so we just came with a list of all these things that we wanted.
And I know our backyard isn't small by any means, but we had a pretty long list. And Jeff was able to design a yard that he made it feel so seamless that he was able to get everything in there. It wasn't like there was a whole lot of give and take. He just knew what he was doing with experience, could fit it in there, and had a vision for it right away. So I think the biggest one was probably the grass area and the larger grass circle area in the back there. Who would have thought you could have got a pool of this size, everything we wanted on the wish list, and still had a large enough space for the kids to have, quite frankly, a backyard that's as big as other people's entire backyards to play in.
I think too, like, we have pretty specific expectations, things that we like. We're kind of picky, and when he came up with the design, we had nothing. It was perfect.
Like we worried him. I think he was like, no, really, give me something to change. And we were like, there's
no,
nothing.
This is exactly, we could have never envisioned this, but this is exactly what we want.
Yeah, mind reader.
Yeah, we had no changes at all. He really captured the vibe we were looking for. Like, we wanted this to grow into a jungle-ish type feel, and even the way he designed it, we felt like he got our idea, and that we felt comfortable that he was gonna, if he understood it on paper, and he envisioned it better than we could, that he was gonna be able to bring that to fruition actually in our backyard.
We had always heard horror stories as far as communication and delays when it comes to building a pool, especially when we built it right around 2020, which no one wants to talk about. But he explained anytime there was going to be a delay, why there was going to be a delay, and we could kind of wait and feel it out, versus just leaving us hanging and wondering what was going on next. Because you never want to look at your bare backyard that has a pit in it and wonder what's happening. We kind of knew the entire process, for the most part, what was happening. And so I think he paced it really well. The communication was great. And we had a reason why the next step was occurring and when.
Our pool has definitely exceeded our expectations, and whenever we have guests over to swim, they love it. They think it's a really cool place. It's a great place with so many different places to gather. It's been really fun to have really large pool parties, and I mean, the rock features and the slides and everything is just, every kid that comes over is super excited.
And every adult's excited as well.
We've had lots of adults down the slide.
I would say the number one, which even our camera guy today came over and said, wow, you have quite the backyard. That's pretty much the response we get every time. And that was our response when we saw it. And we saw it on paper and we thought, wow. And then we had it posted up in our window in our kitchen as all the construction was going on, what it was gonna look like. Going, wow, I can't believe it's gonna happen. And it felt like you saw Jungle Cruise come to life. It was just, it was amazing. So we say wow now as well, pretty often.
I think we would definitely recommend Premier. We had a great experience. We loved how they took our ideas and brought it to life in a way we couldn't have communicated. And so we would definitely recommend them to people that are interested in building a pool.